Hey guys, this is my new Warrior Mesmer tutorial for Underworld Farm for Ecto. Here's a quick list of the skills that I use that I find that are the easiest. Um, Armor template. This build you can use without pecans, but as everybody knows that since the Warrior has low energy, pecans are good. So let's enter the Underworld. Once you enter, if you like, you can pop your pecans, pumpkin pie, candy corn, and candy apple for the extra 10 energy. Pumpkin pie is really the #1 pecan that I think is the best for this build because your skills activate faster and you attack faster, which is very, very useful for this build. So take the quest. You're going to want to wait for the graspings to come down to the ATACs, and here they come. Always use sprint right before you do it to lose aggro of the ATACs. Stop, auto attack, don't use any skills, just build up Benoit's defense. Once Benoit's defense is built up, then you're going to run up this set of stairs and aggro the rest of these graspings. Now this one didn't go as I always get it. Usually you can get these graspings balled up and kill them all at once, but I wanted to do this video because it doesn't always happen that smoothly. So this is basically showing you how to do it when everything is not as planned, basically. So as you can see, some of them broke off from the group and ran away. So don't freak out. It's really hard to die on this. If you use Benoit's defense properly, you don't take any damage and you can get your energy back and reuse Ancestral's Visage. You just repeat the steps over and over as you see until they're dead. Now the ones that broke off, you just want to find where they're at and take them right back down to where you did the first group. Now, when they come over here, usually they will lose aggro again. So you basically just go back up the stairs, catch their aggro, and stay where they will stay with you. So finish them off, and if you notice, the ATACs right up there is where you will be running after you drop this group. So we'll wait for this. And again, this build is by far the easiest for me to run anyway. I know there's a couple of different builds on YouTube that people use, but I like this one better. So drop these guys. Okay, now the quest is finished enough to where the doors to the right will be open, right where the line is. And now you want to watch the aggro. You want to make sure that them ATACs are not blocking that small hallway or tunnel or whatever you want to call it. After they move out of the way, use sprint. You're going to keep to the right. You're going to hug the wall. There'll be more graspings that will pop up right here, and you're just going to keep running. Now when sprint ends, you're not going to want to use it until you get aggro right up to you. So right now, just the way I did it, you're just going to want to keep running. You will come to a set of stairs where sprint will end. Now when it ends, you want to hit it immediately. Again, sprint. And then keep going and stop right before your aggro bubble comes up to that next group, because there is a skeleton of doom that usually is in that group. So you wanna target him and see where he's at. Don't worry about these graspings that are on you. Most of the time they will lose aggro once you get to this entrance right here. But if not, just wait for the skelly to run by or walk by, and then once you walk through the entrance like that, they will lose aggro. Now for these smites, If there are 4 like this, then it's usually easier. 4 smites and above is the easiest. 3, you usually get knocked down, so that's why you use I Am Unstoppable. Just use your skills and you just spam Whirlwind Attack and Lion's Comfort and they drop. Now, if you do get knocked down, you want to use I Am Unstoppable immediately. You will die quickly without I Am Unstoppable. And like I said, usually with 3 smites or less, you will have to use I Am Unstoppable. You will get knocked down. Now, for right here, you need to watch the aggro of the Skeleton Doom and the Cold Fires. The Cold Fires have a patrol. They just circle that. They circle an area down there, and you want to wait to where they're out of the way, which they almost are. And then you want to use Sprint, and you want to aggro whatever smites that are in your range. Run down to here. Turn around if you still have Sprint on you. You don't want to keep running because you will lose their aggro. So once Sprint is off, then you can turn around. Aggro any other smites. You want to be careful of aggroing too much because it will take a while for them to ball on you, and you want them all balled on you before you do the spike. So you cast your spells, hit Whirlwind Attack and Lion's Comfort, spam them, and there you go. You can do as many smites as you can get around you, as long as you can get them around you at the same time. Now if you have 20 smites around you and 10 are hitting on you and 10 are coming in and you can't do your spike, you will die. So you have to be careful. You have to ball them up correctly. Now here again, you have to watch out for the patrols of the Cold Fire and the Skeleton of Doom. The Skeleton of Doom is highlighted right there, and you want him to walk that way and the Cold Fire to come back this way, and then you can go over there and aggro the rest of these smites. This is not my fastest run. I just wanted to do this to show you guys that you can take your time, learn the patrols, because the Cold Fire, if you do aggro them, you will have to run a long ways to lose their aggro. They are the fastest enemy in Underworld, and they will kill you quick. So you aggro these and see how I'm backing up. It gets them in the ball almost at the same time. So use your spells and drop them, and hopefully you get an Ecto. A lot of the times you don't. Sometimes you do, but when you do, it's real profitable. But yeah, if you think you're going to come down here and get an Ecto every run, it's not. It doesn't happen that way. So anyway, wait for the Cold Fire to run up here. There will be another patrol of a Skeleton of Doom just right to the left of them, and Cold Fires to the right of me. You want to wait until they're out of the way, and you want to take the path that I am taking now, and you will stop up here, and up here there's another group of smites. To the left of the smites in front of me will be another group of Cold Fire that I just highlighted. You want to wait until they go right where I pinged, and then when they get to there, use Sprint, and you will run to the left. You'll just keep to the left, and we'll wait for these Cold Fires. So you use Sprint. Don't get body blocked. If you get body blocked, you will have a bad time. So you always want to back up if you have Sprint on with the smites, because you will lose aggro. Stop right where I was at. Turn around and look and see if there's a Skeleton of Doom patrol. Now he is walking back out of the way, so you pull these smites to where I'm pulling them. A lot of the times they'll lose aggro a group if you aggro them too far away. So what you do is you just let him go and you kill this group. Now see, I got knocked down. Now use I am unstoppable and you just keep using your skills. Okay, drop that group. Now you wait for the cold fires up there to go back to where they were. And then what you'll do is you'll aggro that group that lost your aggro, and you will come back and you will pull this aggro over here. Grab that group and pull them walk back to where that they will ball on you, and just repeat. So this is how you farm for Ecto. Hopefully you'll get one in these groups. A lot of the runs that I do, I guess that probably 70% of the runs you get an Ecto. Sometimes I've had runs where you get 4 Ectos in a run. I mean, that's what you hope for, but that's pretty rare. Now this is a way that you can go, especially if that Skeleton of Doom is glitched. Or you can come up around this way while the cold fires go back, but I'm going to take the lower area just because that Skeleton of Doom is glitched. So we'll wait for these cold fires coming up here to the left to walk back, and you'll just creep up behind them, and there will be another group of cold fires to the left of these guys that have a patrol. So you want to watch out for them. Now once these cold fires in front of me get up the hill to where I can go to where them other smites are, then what we'll do is we'll use sprint to lose the aggro of the Skeleton of Doom. We'll come up behind this rock wall right here. We'll aggro these smites, aggro as many as you can, and then stay right here. This is the safe spot. No cold fires will aggro. A Skeleton of Doom will come down the hill, but he's not here yet, so we'll drop this group. And after this group is dropped, we will kill the next 2 groups. Okay. Kill this guy. He's pretty easy to kill. Now wait for the cold fire aggro to come down. You just stay right where I'm at, and they won't come any closer. That line is right where you're pretty much safe. Now I aggro these smites. I was really lucky that both these groups were right here. So aggro these guys and pull them back. Let them ball around you and just do it again. It looks like we're pretty clear of the Skeleton of Doom up there, so we'll be able to drop this group, and that will conclude this run. So if you have any questions, you can PM me in game. I'd be glad to help you. But this is the Underworld Ecto farm. Thanks and have fun.